This NFL team was unwatchable last year. Miserable offense, no identity, and fans tuning out before halftime. But in today's league, one offseason can change everything. Just ask the Commanders, who went from rock bottom to the NFC Championship, or the Houston Texans, who tripled their win total overnight with a bold draft and a fearless head coach just 2 years ago. So if you're doubting the idea that a bottom feeder can rise up and shock the world, don't. Because in 2025, I'm planting my flag in Foxborough. The New England Patriots just assembled one of the most insane draft classes in the last 5 years, and it's about to flip the entire AFC on its head. Let's be honest, no team in the NFL had more to prove heading into the 2025 NFL Draft than the New England Patriots. After a dismal 2024 season marked by offensive dysfunction and the kind of lineman carousel that makes you wince, they needed answers, urgently. But what they came away with wasn't just answers, it was an identity shift. A draft class packed with high floor, high ceiling players, franchise cornerstones, trench warriors, explosive playmakers, and even some undrafted guys who might turn into real contributors. But this wasn't just a flashy draft full of names. This was strategic. This was chess. This was a build for now, but stack for the future. So let's break it all down, starting with the blue chip monster they landed at pick number 4. With the top 3 picks in the draft didn't go New England's way, fans braced for disappointment. Travis Hunter, the generational two-way weapon, was gone at number 2. Abdul Carter, the pass-rushing Terminator from Penn State, was scooped up at number 3. So what did the Patriots do? They pivoted, and they nailed it. At pick 4, the Patriots selected Will Campbell, the mountain of a left tackle out of LSU. A man who didn't give up a single sack during his senior season. Not once. A consensus All-American, a first-team All-SEC player, the winner of the SEC Jacobs Blocking Trophy, and a finalist for the Lombardi Award. This isn't just a guy, this is an anchor. A day one, decade-long starter who brings attitude, violence, and elite footwork to the left side of the offensive line. Campbell's measurables are elite, aside from slightly shorter arms than scouts drool over. But make no mistake, this dude plays like a future All-Pro, and if he ever gets kicked inside to guard, he could still dominate like a modern-day Joe Thuney. The best part, after he was drafted, Campbell said he would fight and die to protect Drake Maye. That's not just protection, that's leadership. That's how dynasties are reborn. Just ask Rookie of the Year Jaden Daniels how it feels to stand behind Campbell's brick wall. In round 2, New England went from protecting their quarterback to supercharging their offense. With pick 38, they took TreVeyon Henderson, the ultra-dynamic running back out of Ohio State. You want burst? He has it. You want vision? His is off the charts. You want acceleration? Like he was shot out of a cannon. Pass catching is smooth. But the one thing that truly separates Henderson from the rest of the pack is his pass protection, arguably the best of any running back drafted in the last 5 years. Henderson isn't a luxury pick. He's a plug-and-play weapon in Josh McDaniels' offense. Pair him with Rhamondre Stevenson, and suddenly you have a two-headed monster that can gash defenses and protect Drake Maye at the same time. That's top 5 backfield potential. He was a national champion, a relentless competitor, and in the right scheme, Henderson isn't just a starter, he's a game wrecker. This was a steal of a pick in a loaded running back class. Then came pick 69, and no, Rob Gronkowski didn't announce this pick, but maybe he should have. But the Patriots selected Kyle Williams, the explosive wideout out of Washington State. He's a smooth 4.4 runner, an elite separator, and a 1,200-yard, 14-touchdown machine who just carved up the Pac-12 in his final collegiate season. He's not huge, but Williams plays big. He's physical at the catch point, he's sharp with his breaks, and he brings the kind of twitch that makes defenders whiff. Think Nelson Aguilar, but with more juice, more upside, and more opportunity. Expect a 400- or 500-yard season and a few touchdowns in year 1 while he gets his NFL sea legs. But don't be shocked if he's a 1,000-yard guy by year 2 or 3. And for a team starving for receiver talent since the Randy Moss era, this might be the beginning of something special. Another third rounder, another impact player. Jared Wilson, the center from Georgia, might have been the most underrated pick in the entire draft. He's the most athletic interior lineman in this class. He's quick off the snap, he has violent hands, and he has superb balance. He was the engine of that Georgia offensive line, and while he's still raw in some aspects, the potential is massive. With the right development, Wilson could become a long-term starter at center. And that's huge because the center touches the ball every single offensive snap. You don't just need another body there, you need a brain and a brawler. This was a home run pick for the interior trenches, and Wilson might get on the field sooner rather than later, possibly even week 1. Day 3 was about upside, versatility, and chessboard depth. At pick 106, the Patriots took safety Craig Woodson, a gritty, versatile DB out of Cal who plays like a linebacker and hits like a freight train. He was a 3-year starter, a 2-year captain, and the kind of guy who could develop into a Patrick Chung type enforcer. Then came Joshua Farmer, an explosive defensive lineman from Florida State. He had 21 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, and he has a high motor with flashy tape, especially when he's not double teamed. Line him up next to Keon White, Christian Barmore, and Milton Williams, and this guy can feast. Next up was edge rusher Braden Swinson, who squared off against Will Campbell in practice at LSU. He racked up 8.5 sacks last year, and he has serious pass rush chops. The run game needs work, but as a situational disruptor, his upside is Trey Flowers level. And then Andres Borregales, automatic Andy, the best kicker in the draft. He had 86% field goal accuracy, and he was 99.5% on extra points. He's clutch, poised, and he's ready to be the guy on 4th down. Don't sleep on kicker picks. The Patriots won Super Bowls because of guys like Vinatieri and Gostkowski. In round 7, the Patriots took on some projects, but intriguing ones. Marcus Bryant, the offensive tackle from Missouri, he has size, strength, and physical upside. He's raw, but with good coaching, he could develop into a capable swing tackle. Then came Julian Ashb, the long snapper from Vanderbilt. He was a sneaky but important pick. He was a key piece of the #1 ranked special teams unit in college football. The Pats never neglect special teams, and neither should you. And finally, Kobe Minor, the cornerback from Memphis, was the last pick in the draft. Mr. Irrelevant. But Minor has good ball skills, great instincts, and could quietly carve out a backup role in this DB room if he sticks through camp. But the Pats weren't done. Their undrafted free agent class might be the hidden gem in all of this. Start with Effan Chisum III, the shifty wide receiver out of Eastern Washington. He's not a burner, but he is a route runner, and he's reliable. He could easily find himself in the slot rotation behind Demario Douglas and Kendrick Bourne. Then there's Lan Larrison, the UC Davis running back with Rex Burkhead energy. He racked up nearly 2,400 scrimmage yards, he has amazing contact balance, and he can do everything you want in a 3rd down back. Don't be shocked if the Patriots keep him over somebody like Antonio Gibson. Other undrafted free agents to watch: CJ Dupree, the blocking tight end with straight line speed from Alabama, Jack Conley, the versatile offensive lineman from Boston College, and Brock Lampy, a throwback fullback from Illinois who could be this era's James Devlin. When you zoom out, this wasn't just a good draft. This was a blueprint. A class that gave New England 3 likely offensive starters, 2 core special teams players, and up to 4 high upside defenders. That's the kind of haul that changes a franchise. So when the Patriots are back in the playoff mix, or even standing atop the AFC East, remember this video because this draft class might go down as the moment it all turned around. So what do you think? Am I delusional? Or did the Pats just land a top 3 draft class that reloaded their dynasty? Let me know in the comments, and if you love deep NFL analysis, check out our other breakdowns on how the Rams are going to shock the NFC, or why the Patriots quietly built the best defense in the league. Subscribe as we get close to over 3,000 football diehards, and I'll see you guys in the next one.